Elise.
Hi.
Well,
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, welcome back to Cornman Farms. We're gonna make some mozzarella today. What do we make it for, Kristie?
We, Tabitha, who is coming here shortly, Tabitha and I are the unofficial social
I
directors.
think it's official. When it's unofficial, it's
Well,
become official.
It's not really a position anyone applied for and or sought after.
Wanted.
So anyway, we are the unofficial social organizers for the Partners Group.
Nice.
And we are going to have I have a wood-fired oven in my backyard, and we're going to do a pizza party on Sunday while the weather's nice, and I happen to be home in September for the first time in a long time, before everybody gets nuts over the holidays. So we got the dough balls from the bakehouse. That was our partner Jason was kind enough to donate those, and then Kieron, Tabitha, and I decided that we all wanted to make fresh mozzarella for it.
Sure.
No problem.
No problems. We're all professional mozzarella makers.
That's right.
As well.
And then we were like, let's just record the whole thing.
Cool.
Because apparently we think we're social media stars.
We are social media stars. So I made mozzarella loosely regularly. You've made it in the past, but not in a while.
Yeah, it's been
I think Tabitha would be in the same boat, like has made it, but not in a long time. I guess the thing for anyone who is end up watching this is that it's not that difficult.
No.
You can buy mozzarella curd, so this isn't curd we made. You can buy mozzarella curd.
Yeah, where do you buy the mozzarella curd?
So this I actually went and got from the creamery.
Awesome.
So Zingerman's Creamery had some mozzarella curd for us.
And what makes it mozzarella curd?
So it's the type of milk and the high fat content that's in there, and then the type of bacteria that's caused it to turn into curd.
Awesome.
So for us, could you? So the question always is, my kids, because we make it at home with my kids, is like, could you take this right now and put it on a pizza? And you could. It would probably.
This was going to be my question. Like, is there a chemical or molecular structure that changes through the pulling process?
Yeah.
Or
So
no?
we're stretching it out. We're going to pull more whey out of the curd. So this is mozzarella curd, but it's still a little wet. Before we start on camera, there's quite a little bit of liquid coming out, and it's going to keep coming out of it. By doing this, we're going to pull out some of the excess liquid. We're also going to stretch some of the cheese to line it up, and we don't want to overdo it, but it'll make it slightly more intense cheesiness, less melty and gooey that would happen over.
Slightly more cheesiness, just like
Slight cheesiness. I'm British. We understand our cheesiness, so it's super easy.
I'm super jazzed.
Things you need to do this is some hot water, some ice, and a bunch of bowls and a strainer. This is it.
So curd, hot water, bunch of ice, and a bunch of bowls.
Yep.
And he also has this, like, full disclosure, this weird mortar and pestle with cloves and such.
Star anise
and I was like, what is this for? And he was like, for
the ice water.
Yeah, which I told him
So
was crazy.
today is Friday. It's on Sunday.
Which is not ideal.
This is no. I see. I go. This is perfect. This
For
is personal.
pizza.
This is personal consumption. Yeah. Kristie wants to put this in the fridge, which we probably will because it's easier with pizza.
I don't really want to put it in the fridge. It's not my favorite way to eat mozzarella, actually.
But for this reason.
But for this reason, you want the moisture content to be more solidified, so that it doesn't turn your pizza into soggy bottoms.
No one wants a soggy bottom.
Nobody wants a soggy
So what
bottom.
I do is I'm going to put herbs. So I've got some summer savory, some marjoram, I've got some thyme, a little bit of garlic, bay leaf, and then those spices. I like that in there. I would let this sit for 2 days out at room temperature. This isn't a food safe thing that I would do for my business. This is a thing I would do for us as consumers in our houses.
Yeah, and we should probably definitely talk about the fact that this is personal consumption, guys.
This is personal consumption.
I
don't have my gloves on, she does.
I do because I have wussy hands and it's going to be really hot. But this is what you would do in your own kitchen, not necessarily in a professional kitchen. So we happen to have access to a very nice professional kitchen here at Cornman.
But this is for us at home.
But this is for us at home. So nobody freak out.
So I've got the mozzarella curd, and I'm going to cut it into a small dice that's consistent in size. And so I got them into strips
Small
right
dice,
now.
baby.
And so this just lets us have more surface area, so we're creating more surface area on the curd, that the hot water can bring it up to temperature more quickly for us. But one of your cameras making a ding-dongs.
Yeah, one of the cameras died. Turns out you need massive SD jammers.
Storage for all of these things.
And we do not have it, so...
Would you put the dice in this big bowl for me, my
I
darling?
would love to.
Thanks. Just because we're very good on camera doesn't mean we're really good at using cameras, right?
Yeah,
That's what we
This
learned.
is a high learning curve here. That's fine. We're just trying to bring content to you and start teaching you some fun things you can do at home.
100 times that. This is something I've done at home with my 10 and 12-year-old when they were a couple of years younger. We're going to put all in the big bowl. Yeah, go all jammers in.
All jammers in. And then you're going to learn that I have a unique way of speaking that is also slightly contagious.
I like that you've got a British guy and then Kristie's jammers over here. Alright, we don't
Everything has a jammer.
We don't need the cutting board and we don't need the chopping board anymore. So let's get rid of that. She's done for the day.
Ooh la la.
And then, so I don't want to waste the hot water too much. You might think it's too full of a bowl. Hey, mozzarella makers out there, you will judge me and that's okay. This is home Kieron wants to make mozzarella for his friend's pizza pop-up or at home with my kids. I got hot water and it's going to cover the whole thing. So the good thing about this...
You call it a pizza pop-up.
Pizza pop-up.
It's really just a hangout with all of us.
What's
It's an excuse to get together.
We're going to push it down a little bit. She's a little warm. We want to make sure it's just in. We now, what is it? Don't wipe the pan when you're sauteing. Don't mess with the bowl. We're going to let it be for a minute.
No, I want to touch a bowl real bad.
I know, you get to do some other things. So if you take some of your herbs and smash them in your hands and crush them up, I want to get them all in my icy water. So this is the bit where, again,
there's a Spidey.
Mozzarella. He's my friend. Come here, buddy.
We'll put him outside later.
We got, I just put him to the side. We're going to put our herbs in our icy water. So one thing some people might want to do is put salt in here. The salt will actually break down the curd more once it goes in here. This flavor will really transfer into the mozzarella. It's like a big old sponge. Mozzarella in general doesn't really taste like an awful lot.
No,
it's more of a textural thing. Do you want to crush up the bay leaves and we'll smash a couple of garlics in here too?
Do I crush well?
Yeah, crush them all up. So
I'm a little jealous of your bay leaf tree.
I know, this is Grandpa's bay leaf tree that came over from the UK, which no one stopped me, so it wasn't my fault, right? No one's upset with me. So this water with the ice in it has got a lot of ice and a little bit of water for when we put the finished mozzarella in here. I will, tomorrow, drain the excess liquid, but I will put more ice on it and I'll leave it out for a whole nother day. And it's totally fine.
The
mozzarella. Leave it out at room temperature. This is
really
for you and I.
Touch this bowl.
I know, you can. It will cool
like
down.
A child.
So the heat transfer has happened, right? So hot's going to cold, it's trying to equalize. It was very hot. This is like at least 190, and now it's like completely dandy. And this is the bit where we're not going to work more than like crumble the cheese up a little bit. There's a guy that used to work at the deli, Mr. Sean Hartwick.
In town apparently this week. So Shawnee,
cheeky bugger for not saying hi.
Thanks for saying hi.
So Sean was a really great mozzarella maker, and he would judge us right now, but that's okay. I'm okay.
We actually did. Remember, so a long time ago.
Oh, the trout dinner that we did.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah, I remember that.
Before times, as they like to say.
Yep.
We did an amazing dinner out here called Trout and Tomatoes. And we decided that we were going to go, there's a trout farm just down the way.
5 minutes away.
Yeah, and it's amazing.
Yep.
And so we took a whole bunch of people out there and we all fished for trout, and then we brought it back to the farm and we smoked it.
Yep, smoked it, cured it, sous vide it,
so
we confied it. That guy sold it to his son. His son's running it now, which is cool.
And super nice.
That's
and
super
I'm just a huge fan of these.
You want a nice day out in Ann Arbor or in the area, if you're in this area, the trout
They
farm's
also
super
have
fun.
catfish that is unbelievable.
So we're draining it, and we're going to see how milky this water turns.
Oh good, you can see it in that show.
So look at that all guy.
That's all the way.
We're getting excess way out. We're trying to warm it up more than anything. All the jammers are coming out. We don't want to drain all the liquid. You don't have to get too obsessive about it. But we're going to put some extra hot water in it again. So now it's not so hot in the same way. Get this guy out of the way. Put some more hot water on. We're going to do this probably 3 times. So that was first. This second one doesn't need so long to sit and stabilize its temp. There she blows.
There she blows.
If it gets too hot, you can always use a wooden spoon. Shawnee would always stretch it with a wooden spoon. If you are doing this at home, your bare hands cannot always be fun. Kristie's got 1 layer of gloves on, but putting a couple of layers on makes it really easy.
Yeah, and also be careful if you're doing it with your kids. It's a super great thing to do with your kids.
Yep.
But yes, like you can really kind of get a
You
little
can get
bit
scorchy hands. Yeah. So you can see on camera, hopefully, that it's starting to kind of stretch a little bit, come together. It's starting to form into one cohesive ball.
So you can see here.
We're not trying to force it together. We just want that temperature to stabilize together. So the water equally. I think we're both putting our hands in a bowl of mozzarella at the same time here, Kristie. It's kind of special.
You know what they say? Partners who mozz together
So the cheese isn't trying to come together. This next one, so when we change the water again, which is going to be really soon, because it's now from very hot to, again, I can keep my hands in here really stably, it's trying to come together as one. If we do it too quickly, the center won't be at the same temperature, so you almost want to keep breaking it up to let the heat dissipate evenly through the whole thing. Super easy. We're going to be making mozz in like another 2-3 minutes here.
Hello.
So, where are you off to next? What's the next tour that you're on next, Kristie?
Well, I just returned from Denmark, which, as you all know, is like one of my all-time favorite countries in the world, mostly because of all the work they're doing around sustainability and to change the actual food systems there.
What was your big like take home from it? What was your big like, oh my goodness, this that was different from the last time you were there?
That was different from last time.
Yeah, like an aha kind of moment, or something you were really excited about, a food you hadn't tried before.
Well, I had the privilege of eating in a very nice restaurant and tasting some flavors I've never tasted before, which is hard for a non-Danish or Scandinavian person to really put into words, because he kept saying, I don't know these flavors. Like, this is new and strange.
Was it some berries and some herbs?
No, it was more like a lot of pickled, fermented, and
Ooh,
wild
nice.
things that
I mean,
never
Noma's
really...
Noma's got a very famous cookbook, their pickling fermented book. It's on the shelves just over there.
Book,
really fantastic.
And so, but the people that I'm with who are Danish would say, oh my God, this reminds me of my grandmother. You know, and it was just something that was super familiar to them, but like a flavor I had never had before.
Yep.
So that's always wild. And
I think those, so I try to like, it's funny when we do special dinners, you have guest chefs come in or guest speakers from a cookbook come in, and they have those visceral childhood memories that take them back. That is something that, while you can share the food with somebody, that experience, that love and passion is going to be the same way. So I'm going to put my hands in here, but if you're at home and you're doing this, you get your wooden spoon, pick it up from the bottom and just turn it over. It's a really good way. It looks a little bit more like brains now, and it's where it is now.
we got some flowers in there.
Got a little bit of flowers. That was some marjoram flowers, which is very nice. Marjoram, some oregano. Oregano. So it's starting to get really close to there. We're going to start to stretch on it.
Add salt.
We haven't added salt. So welcome to, if Sean was here, I don't remember which way Sean would go. So salt in the water or salt in the ice water, there's a lot of people that go either way. I like to not make it with salt.
I like salty mozzarella.
So I like to season it right at the end of the game, like the end zone. And control it as well.
Salt bath is usually, I would do a salt bath. So I would probably put it in the ice, personally.
So in the ice on the last bit before we're going to have it 100%, it's going to draw out, like salt would do on lots of things, it's just drawing out even more moisture, which can make it a tougher experience when we go to make this mozzarella.
What's the difference between a burrata and a mozzarella?
So burrata is mozzarella. In the center of it, you make a cavity, so you're stretching this like balloon almost, and you're putting up chopped up mozzarella. Tends actually to be some of the curd that hasn't been stretched or put in there as much, and then you're putting heavy cream or reduced quality cream in there, and that's what it is, and then it becomes like a little sealed up block. Burratas are delicious.
Okay, how do we want to do this?
So this is now at the point where we can dump the water out and pick up the whole cheese. We've got no crumbles anymore. I know you can just put it in there if you want to. I'll hold it for you. Yeah, you can pour it in there.
Oh, pour.
You pour your liquid in there. We'll use the bigger bowl for the space. So this whey liquid, or the hot water, is still usable.
Yeah,
so
baby.
I'm going to stretch this out thin and flat. Again, don't know where it is, because I want to get some more heat to that center, and this will be the stretching time now. You ready? I remember Shawnee would always like to use the big wooden spoon and stretch it up tall and thin. I also think there's ways of making great mozzarella. This is us making mozzarella we know is going to pizza, or is just for our quick consumption at home. And if you're going to spend a really long time, there you go. So window pane tests of things. You can see that window pane where it's stretching out there. That's this bit of the cheese, and we want to almost fold it over on itself. So you can feel like some of the inside's still a little crumbly. That's the stuff we want to equalize that temperature on. There's a little bit of patience of leaving it in the water, and I gotta say, not an expensive thing to buy curd to play in the game. So you can get some curd, make a batch, and it's not so good. It's gonna be fine. You might not eat it as raw mozzarella, but you could still put it in your pizza or grate it and put it onto your lasagnas and those things. She's a little. So there. So if it's starting to break, we're not quite there, but it isn't. It's actually stretching pretty far. I'm going to splash in the hot water at some point, Kristie.
It's fine.
So, fermented things in Denmark. So where are you going next? Sorry, you came back from Denmark. Where are you off to next?
Denmark. I'm at home until I go to Tuscany,
Ooh.
which is...
How many years have you been going there now?
Hot tamales.
That's pretty warm.
Well, that was our first ever tour was in Italy, in Tuscany.
What do you love about Tuscany that's made you go back so many times?
Well, first of all, we have an amazing partner there by the name of Bernardo Ponticelli, who we got to meet.
Yep.
And so he is born and raised Florentine.
Nice.
Sorry, I got a little.
She got a little carried away. She's already making a ball over it.
No, I'm gonna undo the ball.
She's doing a roll.
Premature balling.
So what she's doing is she's stretching thin, like slivers of paper almost, and she's been folding it in on itself. That, I think, is probably how Sean maybe taught you, or somebody at the deli taught you.
Also, I have been going to Oaxaca, and this is how they make
the Oaxacan cheese, sure.
So I'm always like, oh, remember how she makes it like a long,
really
long
stretches,
and then basically wraps it like a
it's like a baseball.
No, I would make it more kind of like this.
So for us, it's more like making a dough ball for me, where I'm kneading the mozzarella into the center, and I'm trying to get this smooth bottom. So I'm tucking my mozz in constantly.
And how big do we want to make these balls?
Well, I like a good sized ball that's probably about half the size of your fist. So this one I'm going to do.
We're going to cut them up, so don't worry.
So I'm in here. I'm going to pinch with my first finger and take it off. And then I've got my mozz in, and I want to tuck all those bottoms in just for tidiness, but I've got a really tight, sealed, shiny ball, and it goes right into the ice as it happens. So same for Kristie. I've got my cheese. What we'll experience if we mess around too much chatting is that the water will get too chilly, and we might put a little more warm water into this. I won't dump it.
I got a little air ball in there.
Air balls are great. So there, nice and quick and easy. I would not say this is, you will meet people on your travels that make much better mozzarella than this, but this is like your quick, easy, right now kind of mozz.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep tucking in like you were kneading a dough ball for me.
I'm still so picky about my dough ball.
And so I'm tucking in. I got my scraps are in. I got my dough ball. The bottom's still scrappy, but not too much.
Nothing wrong with the scrappy bottom.
Scrappy balls. So I will come back to the bottom of the bowl to grab more mozz and not the bit I was working on, let be. And also try not to, I think when I've seen people make mozz before, they'll let the whole lump come together and then they pull off the main lump. I want a thin piece that the temperature again is nice and easy. We don't want to leave it in the water too long, so you don't want to be messing around too long here, because all you're doing is pulling out more and more of like the fat from your mozz and kind of making it tougher and tougher in that way.
I guess Tabitha's not coming.
Never came to join us. That's okay.
She'll eat it.
She'll eat our mozz. She definitely will judge. Tabs will come and judge our mozz. She'll be very good at that. She likes judging our mozz. Okay. I think there used to be, what was the guy at the creamery? Josh Miner?
No, Josh.
Joshy would make such great mozz. I think like
he made kind of one of the best. Him and Sean were the best mozzarella makers.
I would agree. Like, and the deli, and Sean and his was still different but great all at the same time.
And Josh is also the one that started the gelato program.
He did over at the creamery. So there, I've tucked it back in. I also will. I got some Malden sea salt. Every so often when you're making it, because this is mozzarella at this point, it's so warm, is just to put a little salt in the center and then you just have a little. Because really, it's the salt that makes it delicious.
The salt is the key.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to do the last one?
No, you do it.
So I got the last scraps. This one might be a bit bigger than the others, and the last one's a bit difficult to pull. But I'm just folding back in. So you can see how messy it is underneath. I want to keep it warm. Here we did this in like 3 washes, which is really good.
I just don't know if we have enough.
Oh, I've got more if I need to make some more. Especially if you're just going to grate it. So I got my nice finished ball, and then this will be me and Kristie's snacker piece. A jammer.
Snacker jammer. Whoop, that was good. Delicious.
A little salt down the middle. Your bit, my bit.
Thank you.
And mozzarella.
Awesome.
So,
well, thanks for joining us, guys.
Look, it'll sit in here now almost as long as we've been making it, which is a good idea of anything hot that you're resting. At least let it sit for as long as we just made it, so 10-15 minutes it'll stabilize its temperature. Why we don't want it in the fridge, or to get fridge cold, is it makes those fats more difficult to enjoy on our palate. And so leaving it at somewhat at room temperature, at least pulling it back out from room temperature, will make for a more enjoyable mozzarella. But how we're going to use it, we can totally fridge it, it'll be fine. But you will be surprised how much this herby flavour is going to get in that mozz, whether they like it or not. You know what I didn't put in there that you didn't want in there?
I don't want it in.
No! Okay, well, if you were doing it at home, some clove, some star anise, and black pepper. It's my Britishness taking over at this point. All right, that's mozz.
High five.
Good
Thanks,
job,
guys.
ladies. Enjoy.
All right, Tabs, here she is.
It looks so
Do
good.
you want to take a piece out and
I want
slice
to eat
There
it.
you go.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna have to make more because
I've got more. You got more. You want to slice it? You're growing up.
Oh yes,
You're
with my
growing
knife
up.
skills. With my knife skills. Look, a claw.
She's pretty.
Okay.
it's not gonna be salted.
She's got salt right in front of her.
Okay.
Tabs can salt.
Yeah, salt the hell out of it,
I'm
girl.
going to. I'll make it.
Tabs, you look really good on camera.
Aubrey level mozzarella. Salt.
Go crazy. Wild in the aisle. Yeah. And then some.
It's the money shot.
All right, taking that guy.
Okay. You gotta smell it first.
Taste out the herbs.
Mm-hmm.
In a nice way.
You
I
can
know
taste
Tab.
the herbs.
Tabitha
Ooh.
gives. What did Tabitha give us?
Yeah.
She's gonna give us like a 7.
No, I'm gonna give this an 8.5.
Oh!
Whoop, whoop.
High five for a
High
quick
five.
20-minute
8.5. 8.5. Hold on, we gotta celebrate here, Kieran.
I know, 8.5 from Tabitha's like a 12 from other people. I know what that is. That's pretty good.